Hi guys, my name is Alec and my daughter calls me Sunshine. This is a place that I am free to be me on my soapbox. Now today's video is a little bit different because today is a sit down video. It's been a long time since I sat down with you guys just to talk. Lately I have been thinking about my hair. Now, it's been almost, well, I don't even want to say almost 2 years. I cut my hair off in 2020. Now we are in 2022. So it hasn't been quite 2 years yet. So we are going on to 2 years this August. I love my shortcut. I really, really do. And sometimes I think I am addicted to the scissors and the clippers a little too much because every time I get them in my hand, I cut off way too much hair. When I get into the mirror and I have the scissors and the clippers in my hand, what I am aiming to do is to trim, but for some reason I get it in, like I don't know what that's about, but I always figure, you know, it's hair, it'll grow back. And what does it do? It grows back. Seems like faster and thicker every few days. So going back to me thinking about my hair, I don't know if I am bored with my hair because I truly love my hair, but I've been thinking about my wigs again. And the other day I was styling the wig that I had showcased for you guys like months ago from my first wig install, and I had so much fun creating that video for you guys. And I watched it the other day and I thought, ooh, I wonder what it would be like to get my inner and outer Beyonce on. So I went in my bathroom, I got the wig out, I began to style it. It's on my wig head, but I just haven't taken it off and I haven't put it on yet. After I styled it and I pin curled it, all I have to do is take the bobby pins off and all my little ringlet curls will drop down. And you know, once I get that got to be glued in there and seal it to my edges, I will be set. Now, after I styled it, it's, again, like I said, it's still on my wig head. Then I thought about it and I'm like, sis, where you going? Where are you going with this wig on? Like, really? And I couldn't figure out, like, if I do all of this, I do want to showcase it and I do want to go somewhere, but where am I going to be going? Maybe when I do my next video, I'll showcase it because I am eagerly awaiting to jump into this wig mentally. It's amazing how we think about things mentally, but when it's time for us to physically do them, it's like, ooh. After I thought about this wig, I also thought about my locks. I miss having locks. And a few people have come to me and said, ooh, you should get locks again. Ooh, you should just let your hair grow out. Ooh, you should do this. Ooh, you should do that. Well, I don't know if you guys realize this, but one thing about me is I am not easily influenced by everyone else at all. I remember when I was in college, I went to this party and it was like a room party. Everyone went to this one room. Everybody was laughing, talking, and then that's when the weed started coming out. And they were passing it around, you know, and most people when they go to college, you know, they're around lots of people that are doing things that they are not supposed to be doing. They will be easily influenced into doing what everyone else is doing because it is the norm. Not this chick. They like, here, you want it? I'm like, I'm good, honey. And the reason being is I had a job that I truly wanted in law enforcement. And I figured if I was to do this, perhaps this could come back and bite me later. And I wouldn't be able to get this job that I've wanted ever since the sitcom Chips. For those of you guys that don't know it, I just kicked all of my entire age by that sitcom because that came out when I was in the 2nd and 3rd grade. Anyhow, going back to not being easily influenced, A good thing for me is that I had the knowledge and wisdom to just bypass that. Hi, Piggy. So I wasn't really bothered with, being around people that were smoking weed. That was their thing. It wasn't my thing. I didn't want to ever have it go against me later when I applied for this job. And thank goodness that I had the sense not to be pulled in with everyone else, because I had to take a lie detector test. They had me sitting up in a chair just like this. I had an arm cuff on. I had all these different wires going across my chest, checking my heart rate, everything else, right? But one thing that I didn't realize is that because I was in this room with all of this weed smoking going on, guess what? Even though I didn't put it to my lips, I was high as a kite too and didn't even realize it. But luckily, when they had me hooked up, and of course I'm boring her. You're making me look bad. Excuse me. Goodbye. You're making me look bad, honey. She's like, what? Can you go somewhere, please, Piggy? You're making mommy look bad now. Thank you. Thank you so much. So aside from making me look bad, when they had me connected to this lie detector test, they said, well, we detect that you are not telling the complete truth about this. And I'm thinking, I never smoked any weed ever in my life. No, honey. Y'all sadly mistaken, because that's not me, right? And so they said, well, is there anything else that you want to tell us about? I'm like, I didn't do nothing. So what else would I need to say, right? So then I started to think, and I was like, look, I was in a room with a lot of people. Basically, I told the same story that I just told you. I was being honest. I never smoked weed at all, okay? Passed my lie detector test. I went on. I joined the force. Thank goodness I'm retired now. I enjoyed my entire career. Going back to not being easily influenced with my hair. Now, if I can be easily influenced as a young adult, I cannot be easily influenced. Maybe I should go back and get my locks. Let my hair grow out. But the only thing about starting with locks and your hair is super, super short like this, well, actually you can't start locks with hair that's this short. I've never seen that. Anyhow, starting locks when it's very short, for a female, even for a male, I mean, you look so crazy walking around. And then I even thought about it. I said, well, maybe to bypass part of that stage, maybe I could just wig it and wear all my wigs and things. Maybe that's one way I can bypass it until I can get, a little hang time. But then I started to think, I really love my hair being short. I don't really know what to do, to be honest with you. And if I keep being addicted to these clippers and these scissors, I don't remotely think anything such as growing locks back, letting my hair grow back out is going to work at all. So it's like a battle. It's like this inner battle that I'm having with myself. And I don't know why I'm having this. Even if I wanted locks without actually having to lock my hair, I'm sure they got these lock wigs out here that I could just put on, seal it to my edges and go. But I don't know. I kind of want to feel my own locks, and I want to twist my locks and, color my locks like I did before. But then there's also that other problem. If I do all that and I want to wear a wig, how am I going to, my hair is really thick when I have locks. How am I going to put all that hair down? I guess I would have to braid it down, put a wig cap on, but I want my wig to be like flat on my head so it looks like the hair that I have on my hair is growing out of my scalp and not just like 5 feet above my head, if that makes sense. So, I don't know, this battle that I'm going through, I guess we will have to see in months to come what I actually decide to do. But to be honest with you, this works for me. If you guys were in my position, what do you think would be best? Now, granted, I already said I am not easily influenced, but I would like to hear your comments because it's just a battle, and I think it's more of a mental battle than anything else. And sometimes when you are really going through it mentally, it's like you just can't get away from it. I used to tell my grandmother all the time, you know, I wish I could just take a vacation just to get away from my thoughts. But if I did that, then I would be dead. And that's not the option that I choose right now. It's not an option I choose ever. However, all of our days here are numbered, so that's reality, right? Well, anyway, I look forward to all of your comments. I hope your day is filled with peace, joy, and lots of happiness. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.